thrill of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
The third-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Panther first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Really, defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
A 3-yard pick.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Right
there. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
Take it and go. Take it and go. You need
to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit. Time I was dying and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold with a trophy. Gridiron with the gang now, they're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. It's the high for the deal, ain't nothing just the heel.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he'll drop here to throw. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? they're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
On the pickup.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2 yards a gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Panthers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to air. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Complete to
It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Panthers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 26. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
First and goal.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
For Carolina.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do for this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Chiefs 14, Panthers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Working with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tahir Whitehead.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
37.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Being chased out left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here as he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Tackle made by K1 short.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Good for a cancer.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain.
Pass complete. But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Gets this one to Hill. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. His guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Carolina.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Complete.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Panthers.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
It's a loss of a yard.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. But how about the example right here?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Short yardage, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A rough go there on third down. A loss of 4. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And all the way down to the 37. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
5-yard line.
Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
13-yard line.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
At the 47.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.